hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. For your kids like the go place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man.
Breakfast tag on TikTok, and I had to give it a try. Starting with a couple, or 3 medium-sized eggs. Got my bacon and sausage finishing up. We're gonna let this cook till it's probably 70-75% done. And then we're gonna toss on our tortilla shell.
It is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago.
This one-handed.
As their guys marched out of the locker room, we're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
He's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On second down now. Bernard. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Bernard, the ball carrier.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And 1.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Bernard getting the handoff from Burrow. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Bernard, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And able to find Green. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Burrow Burrow with the throw caught by Green. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. On first down, Bernard. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it here with Bernard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Giovanni Bernard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through.
Bengals 7, Steelers 9. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carry now. This is Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon. Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 52 yards. Going for it all. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Haskins completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown.
Complete to number 19.
Juju Smith-Schuster. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Chris Boswell on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Chris Boswell, the kicker.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, Phillips. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Well, they imposed their will on that last drive. Play action. It's Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings
these niggas laid around him, yo. The tight end ran 5 circles around this nigga, yo. That's the dumbest shit ever. My motherfucking tight end ran 3 circles around this nigga.
And he steps up with another one here.
I
And the
hate
kick
Madden.
makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll get another shot on offense following that.
All you had to do was touch this
And now the
nigga.
kick
This
is
nigga
away.
ran 3 circles around this motherfucker.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Man, I fucking hate this.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He was brought down by Cordray.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Into the first quarter with the score Steelers 14, Bengals 7.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Man, the whole game.
Here's Bernard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
God
So
damn.
here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a carry for Bernard.
Man.
Right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
God
That was a
damn.
really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, Bernard.
Oh, you can't hold that block. Come on, big dog.
Of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They go play action with Burrow. And that is incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage,
Defense,
there was no
different
space
concept.
available, and incompletion as a result.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. "35 yards that time on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored
Dude, I
points,
can't see
it's a whole
shit.
lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on
damn, I
1st down,
can't
but he
see.
couldn't reel it in.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, They want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts.
This nigga fucking did something to my whole defense.
We step aside. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster.
Oh, my goodness.
Incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now it's Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
Who is this skinny tight end, though? Oh, that's why I'm fucked up, yo. That's why I'm fucked up.
Could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, here comes a Steeler punter, Jordan Berry, to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Bernard, the ball carrier.
All pros typically make nice plays, and Cam Hayward did exactly that. Now in his 11th year out of Ohio State, one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From midfield now, Burrow. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They'll run on 1st down. Bernard. And he stopped immediately there. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Here's Burrow. That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd down, Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. Wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is.
Kickoff for Cincinnati.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
2nd and 3.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins going top shelf for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it'll be second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Third down. Here's Haskins. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, Phillips. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it, and he's giving me the evil eye, folks. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick 6s from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick 6s in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, Phillips. And now to across the 25 to the 27.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Intended for John Ross. Incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. This time they stay on the ground. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to move.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Sam Hubbard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's 2nd down.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Haskins. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 41, Haskins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week, he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Haskins on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
That's why I'm separated. I'm like separated.
As he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. return, and that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well. And if they can put a score on the board, hey, they can get back in it in a hurry.
Yeah, and he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run. This is Bernard. Bernard churning, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
And this is caught at the 8. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
Snap comes in 1. Now Haskins. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point now by Boswell. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Steelers 42. Bengals 13.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept...
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
And got his man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
The 44-yard line.
On 1st down, Bernard. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his second touchdown of the night, and the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins looking here for Smith downfield. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Number 1.
A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Steelers 49, Bengals 20.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they get a little bit of praise.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
First down, here's Burrow, and he whips that one incomplete there. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And now it's second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws as hard.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 49. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I'm going to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
20.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return, Phillips. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get your reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that.
Now Burrow loses the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They go to Johnson again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.